Now we will study about the main characteristics of the Chinese civilization. So the first is town planning. City planning in ancient China began with the urbanization of the Yonghe Valley in the larger part of the Neolithic age. Urban planning in ancient China followed strict traditional rules of layout and design based on the specific religious, that is feng shui, and the scientific, that is astronomical ideas and principle. So in the China, or you can say in the Chinese civilization, they used to design their cities strictly following their traditional rules. That means by using the basic principle, that is specific religious, that is feng shui, and this scientific reason, that is astronomical, or you can say astrology, ideas and principle, so that they can design their city in by using these two important factors. The objective was to create favorable and auspicious conditions that would bring balance and harmony between humans, government, heaven and earth. So the main objective was to use the scientific, specific religious and scientific ideas and principle were to create a favorable and auspicious condition. That means to make a healthy relation and or you can say a balanced relation between the humans, government, heaven and earth. The city of Shanghui, built during the rule of the Zhou dynasty, represent an ideal city layout. So the you can see the city named as Shanghui was built during the Zhou dynasty, was very important, and it also represent an ideal city layout. The city laid out in the form of a square was further divided into 9 squares. So as you can see here, the square layout of a city, they used to divide the city into 9 square, or you can say 9 boxes, and accordingly place important places in different numbers. Broad parallel roads running north to south, these are the roads, parallel roads, okay, and they were running from north to south, were intercepted at right angle by roads running east to west. So these are the road which are running from east to west, and these are the road from north to south. So they make a right angle triangle, or you can say they are intersecting each other, dividing the city into wards. So when these two intersect each other, they divide a city into different wards, or you can say different divisions. Palaces, house, temples, market, etc. were built within this block, each reserved for a specific group of building. So different types of palaces, house, temples, market were all included in this structure. For example, the inner city with the central palace and government buildings were built in the center, that is square number 5 in the diagram. So in the inner city, that means the center of a city, they used to place the central palace where king and queen used to live, and the government buildings were placed in the number 5. The outer city was built around it. The audience hall, that is square number 1. In number 1 there was an audience hall, that means every normal citizens will go there if there is any emergency meeting. The temples, square 3 and 7, the temples were in number 3 and 7. And the market building, that is square number 9, were built within the inner city, and you can say the markets were in number 9. So in this way they have divided the different important buildings accordingly, according to so that they can make their city in a better or you can say better planned way. In large cities, rectangular defensive wall with gates were built around the inner city as well as the outer city. Some of the larger cities were surrounded by moats. So in order to divide the inner city and the outer city, there was a large walls which divide the inner city from the outer city, and in this way they used to design their city so that all the important places were divided, or you can say they can number in different blocks.